Namaste. Hi there, it's me, Stacey Lei. Welcome to yoga, and thank you for joining me. Oh, I forgot to include Foxy Brown too. Foxy's here. I don't know about you, but when it comes to truth, in my experience, what I found is truth is really all about perspective, isn't it? It's hard to find the truth when we're all spun out and feeling unbalanced and chaotic. So in today's class, we'll work on a mantra that reminds us, both you and I am grounded. I am balanced. I stand in my truth. Because today we'll be working on getting grounded physically through our feet and staying balanced physically in our postures. By being grounded physically and being balanced physically, we'll also work on being grounded and balanced emotionally so that our truth becomes a little bit more clear. It's a lot of yoga philosophy for one of our 30-minute classes, don't you think? So for today's class, I'd like you to have a block. We'll use it for just a couple of postures. You could practice on a yoga mat if you have one. If not, I'd rather you be on a floor, not a carpet, okay? Because the carpet will challenge your balance. If you only have a carpet, I'll take it. And then finally, because we are practicing balance postures today, if you'd like to set yourself up close to a wall or have a chair in your space, please pull a high back chair into your space, and then you can touch the chair or the wall with a few fingers, no gripping, just a few fingers whenever you feel necessary. All right? If you're ready to get started, come meet me in your open space. You can put your block down for now. Hey, Fox. Not on camera, love. Sorry. Come into your yoga space, and let's start with your feet hip distance apart. Bring your hands to your lower back and draw your shoulders back. Please take a deep breath in and a long exhale. Let's bring some awareness down to our feet to begin with. Lift your right heel up and down a few times. This is called a foot fold. And as we practice our foot fold, we're increasing the circulation of our feet, mobilizing some of our 33 joints. Let's do the other foot. Foot fold on your left side, lift and lower, lift and lower. You might hear your toes crack a little bit. It shouldn't be painful at all. If you hear that popping sound, it's typically just fluid moving through the joints, and that's great. Now bring your hands down by your sides and let's pedal through your feet, one foot then the other foot. Oh, just hurt my ankle. And now plant both feet down. Take a look down and be sure that your feet are parallel, like the number 11. And very gently rock your ankles out. Take your time and roll your ankles in. Rock and roll through your ankles. We want our ankles to be both strong and flexible, just in case we misstep. We want that flexibility. So you decide right now which of these two positions is less comfortable for you, and then hold that position. Don't force it, just settle into that uncomfortable space and then exhale. Okay, flatten your feet, please. Bring your hands to your lower back again and draw your shoulders back. Now just for a moment, look down at your feet, and if you could see your toes, then you could see them all lift up. And if you can't see your toes, that's okay. Just look forward, but think about your toes. Spread them out as wide as you can, and then place them down on the ground and suction cup the ground with your toes. You should feel like you have little roots, like the roots of a tree, growing out of your feet, connecting you to the floor. Let's do that a few more times. Lift and spread, and then suction cup. Now, if you can see your feet when you look down, please be sure that your toenails don't disappear. We don't want to curl our toes under. We just want to use the muscles of our toes to hold on, to grip. And I'll refer to this foot position as smart toes because they're active, they're engaged, they're working. Okay, so we'll be using smart toes during class today. Last time. Okay, release your toes and step your feet together, and then use your smart toes once again. Lift and spread, suction cup the floor. Inhale, reach up, the mountain pose. Spread your fingers wide and press your thumbs back behind you. Now open up your elbows and roll your shoulders back. So I'm going to bring you through a very basic sun salutation. Inhale, reach up, the mountain pose. Sweep your hands down to your thighs and sit down into chair pose. Straighten your legs, bend your legs, and stand up tall. Let's do that again. Reach overhead, open your elbows, squeeze your shoulders back, reach overhead, sweep your arms down, chair pose, straighten your legs, bend your legs, do it again. I am grounded. I am balanced. I stand in my truth. I am grounded. I am balanced. I stand in my truth. Again, I am grounded. I am balanced. I stand in my truth. Last time. I am grounded. I am balanced. I stand in my truth. Stand up tall, separate your feet, place your hands on your heart. Hopefully you feel your heart really thumping now because we just warmed you up a little bit. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale. I stand in my truth. Okay, let's move into our first series. Step your feet together. Reach your arms out in front of you with your thumbs up and sit down into chair pose. So you'll slide your tailbone back, hinge from your hips. Now bring your thumbs to your shoulders and sweep your arms back behind you. Like this, with your thumbs down and your pinkies up. I'd like you to lift your right heel up off the floor or the mat. Inhale and exhale. Now as you stand, bring your arms forward in a V shape, V like victory. Reach your right leg back behind you. I'm going to turn sideways so that you can see me. Whoop. And then, of course, if you start to lose your balance, remember what I said before, you'll bring your fingers to a chair or a wall to help you stay balanced. Okay, so your arms are out in front of you, V like victory. And now lift your leg up off the ground as we begin to hold this warrior 3 position. You could keep your toes close to the ground or lift them up a little bit higher. And if it feels good to you, you can hinge forward. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly hinge back up again. Bring your feet together. Thumbs to your shoulders, reach back. Sit down into chair. Lift your right heel up once again. Inhale and exhale. Now if you prefer, you can move into full drinking bird, and that's both heels up. Now bring both heels down and reach your arms out into a V once again, just like before. This time, lift your right foot up. So you could bring your foot to your calf muscle or to your thigh. Please be sure that you're not pressing into your knee. So your foot should be above or below your knee. And then think about the toes on your left foot and use your smart toes to hold you onto the ground. Inhale. Exhale. I am grounded. I am balanced. I stand in my truth. Slide your foot back down, please. arms in front. Bring your thumbs to your shoulders. Reach back behind you. Sit down, chair pose. Lift your left heel up. So this is a modified drinking bird. Okay, you stay right there. As you stand up, place your heel down. Bring your arms out into a V like victory shape in front of you. Sweep your left leg back and lift your foot up off the floor. And think about the smart toes in your right foot. Use them to hold you, balanced and grounded. And if you'd like to, you can hinge forward to the warrior three. And slowly make your way back up. Plant your foot, bring your thumbs to your shoulders, sweep back, sit down, chair pose. Lift your left heel again, or if you want to, move on to the full drinking bird, sitting low, using your toes to keep you connected and grounded. Bring your one or your two heels down to the floor. Reach your arms out in front of you to a V shape and lift your left foot up, pelican. So your foot can be below your knee or above your knee. You're using the toes of your right foot to hold you, connect you to the earth. Inhale. Exhale. Slide your foot back down. Inhale, reach up. We're going through our sun salutation. I am grounded. I am balanced. I stand in my truth. I am grounded. I am balanced. I stand in my truth. I am grounded. I am balanced. I stand in my truth. Separate your feet, hands to your heart. I am grounded. I am balanced. I stand in my truth. Keep in mind, yoga is so much more than physical postures. Yoga is the combination of your physical postures and your breath, your thoughts and your emotions, and how we link all of it together. By the end of this session, I want you to feel that you are grounded and balanced and standing in your truth, your unique perspective. Inhale and exhale. Okay, slide your feet together once again, please. Bring your hands into your heart. Lift your elbows high. Now lift your toes up, spread them wide, and suction cup the ground. Engage your seat. And twist slightly to your right. I'd like you to feel your rib cage moving away from your hips. And then return back to center. Let's do the other side. Elbows up, press your palms together. Now you only want to go so far. If your hips start to swoosh to the other side, you've gone too far. Okay, so keep your hips towards me, elbows up, and then rotate your rib cage away from your hips. Come back to center. Let's try that again, okay? Elbows up. Try this. Engage your seat muscles. Those will hold your hips stable, and make sure you're holding it with your toes. Lots of internal engagement here. Twist to your right. And return to the center. Inhale. Exhale, twist to your left. Return to center. Okay, that was our prep work. Now we'll sit down into chair pose. And this is called the twisted chair. So lift your toes up, spread them wide, place them down, grounded. Keep your knees pointed towards me. Just like I said, your hips stay still, and we'll twist to the right. Inhale. Exhale. Return to center, please. Now stand up. Take your arms out in a V. Keep your left toes suctioning the ground. Slide your right foot up, and you can keep your foot on your lower leg like before or above your knee, and then turn your leg out towards the side. This is our tree pose. And just practice being grounded and balanced. Inhale. Exhale. Draw your knee back to the center and slide it back down. Hands come to your heart. Sit down chair pose. Lift your right heel. Elbows high. Twist to your right. Hold. Inhale. Exhale. Please return back to the center. Bring your arms out into a V as you stand up. Now this time, your right hand will come down to capture your right foot. Now you could hold your foot from the outside or from the inside, or you can even hold the fabric of your pants. I bet you have more fabric on your pants than I do. So that will be a great place to hold on. And your arm is reaching forward to help keep you balanced. And if this exercise is in your regular practice, you can begin to kick into your foot. Pardon me. You can begin to kick your foot into your hand. And maybe you'll hinge forward. And now slowly make your way back up. Pointing your knee down to the floor, you could feel this stretching your quadricep, the front of your thigh. Gently release your foot and then soften your body. Give yourself a little shake out here. Just shake it out. And if you wobbled and maybe if you came out of your posture, it's okay. It's okay. This is why it's a practice, right? All right. Come back to center and we'll practice this series on the other side. So, feet together, knees together, hands together, elbows up. Okay. I am grounded. I am balanced. I stand in my truth. Sit down chair pose. Keep your knees towards me, please. Twist to your left. Inhale. Exhale. This is called the twisted chair. Return back to center and stand up. Arms out in a V shape, V like victory. Slide your left foot up and check in with your right toes. You want those smart toes to suction cup the ground. Now, whether your foot is below your knee or above your knee, turn your knee out to the side, tree pose. Think about pressing your leg into your foot and pressing your foot into your leg simultaneously. I am grounded. I am balanced. I stand in my truth. Your knee comes forward, your foot comes down, hands come to your heart, elbows up. This time, lift your left heel, foot fold, right toes suction cup the ground, sit down low, twisted chair. I am grounded. I am balanced. I stand in my truth. Return to center, please, and stand up. Arms out in a V shape. Lower your left hand down, and now we'll capture your left foot from the inside or from the outside. Now just check in with yourself. I'd like you to point your knee down to the ground. Okay, when we typically first come into this posture, our knee is forward. Okay, so point your knee down and then stack your shoulders over your hips. Now we've got our full alignment, and you're welcome to stay right here. If you want to take a little bit more from this posture, then start kicking your foot into your hand. And if you start to hinge, then reach your arm forward in front of you. As you kick your foot back, you'll feel your shoulder draw back as well. And then in your own time, make your way back up. Relax your arm down and just brush that off of you. Inhale, reach up the mountain pose. I am grounded. I am balanced. I stand. I think I missed something. Let's do that again. I am grounded. I am balanced. I stand in my truth again. I am grounded. I am balanced. I stand in my truth. We have two more. I am grounded. I am balanced. I stand in my truth. Last time. I am grounded. I am balanced. I stand in my truth. Step wide, hands to heart. Ooh, feel your heart beating. Inhale and exhale. My truth is sometimes I make mistakes. How about you? We all do. What's up, Foxy Brown? Let's step our feet apart nice and wide. Now that we've taken some time for our static balance exercises, we'll flow a little bit, and I'll point out all the balancing that we'll do in our flow. Okay, so toes wide. Hi there, Ma. Come on back. And have a seat in goddess pose. Check out your alignment. Your knees should track right over your middle toes. So if you see that your knees are buckling in, then just move your toes to match your knees, okay? And then be sure that you drop your tailbone down. So draw your tailbone down to the floor rather than letting it sweep back behind you, okay? So this is our goddess pose. And when you draw your tailbone down, you'll feel that you need to stack your shoulders over your hips, and then you've got to engage your abdominals. So you should feel some strong work in this posture. It shouldn't feel easy. If it feels easy, then you probably need a little tweaking. But it shouldn't hurt either, right? Exercise doesn't have to hurt to work. Bring your hands to your thighs and hinge forward. And now, let's lunge from side to side. This is called the Skandasana, or side to side lunge. And let's hold over to the right side. Now I'd like you to lift and pivot your left foot so that your left heel is up. We've got that foot fold once again. Now draw your tailbone down. You'll feel your hip flexor and your quadriceps stretching. And here we are balancing again. So if you need to place your fingertips onto a chair or a wall, please do that. And sink down a little bit lower. And now reach your arms over your head. Place your right hand onto your hip and then stretch over to your right. That's a big balance challenge, reaching from your fingers all the way down to your right hip. Or your left hip, reaching from your fingers to your left hip. We're stretching to the right. And now sweep your arm up, bring your hands to your heart, elbows up, and now twist to your right. Twist back into the center, please, and pivot your left foot. And open your arms wide. The warrior two. I bet you in this position you feel a little bit more balanced. Take a look down at your feet. Your front foot should be intersecting your back foot. And then press into the pinky edge of your back foot, really using your feet. Bring your hands to your heart, please, and twist towards your front leg. And then twist back towards me. So as you twist, you should feel some significant work in your torso. And as you move through this twist, you might feel that your balance is challenged. But guess what? You're grounded and you are balanced. You can use your smart toes of your front foot to keep you connected to the floor. Turn back to me, please. Open your arms wide. Left hand, left thigh. Reach up. Peaceful warrior. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Return to the warrior two. Bring your hands to your heart. Pivot both feet and sit down into goddess pose. Now explode up and sweep your arms out wide. This is going to feel really good. Sit down low, sweep up and open. Inhale, exhale. So open up and clear your space. If there's anything in your space that you don't want there, you could just push it away. Like you're creating a little bubble. Your own little protective shell. One more time. Come down, hands to thighs, hinge forward, Skandasana, lunging from side to side. Now this time, if you'd like to get a little bit lower, you can. This is a great time to grab your block. This is why we have our block today. You can lean on your block. Lift your tailbone so that your spine is parallel to the ground. And now start to bring your inner thighs closer to the floor. Now, if you feel that you've got good control, then as you move to one side, lift your toes. This is the true essence of Skandasana. Lifting your toes, flexing your ankle, because we're all about taking care of our ankles and our feet today, aren't we? Okay, nice low lunge towards the left. Spread your toes as wide as you can. A round of breath, please. And now switch sides. And now plant both feet down, walk your hands back to your thighs, hinge back up, and pivot your back foot, foot fold, and pivot your front foot towards the left side of the room. Take a moment to get grounded and balanced. Smart toes in the front, foot fold in the back. Lower down, draw your tailbone to the floor. Reach your arms up over your head. Bring your left hand to your left hip. Stretch through your right fingers and then stretch over towards your left. And if you feel yourself wobbling a little bit, you should be really proud of yourself because you're truly challenging your balance. Come back into the center, please, and then bring both hands to your heart, elbows high, and twist to your left. Return back into the center. Pivot your back foot. Open up the warrior two. Bring your hands to your heart. Twist a few times. Face your front foot, the warrior one. Inhale. Exhale. Open up the warrior two. Inhale. Exhale. Back hand, back thigh. Peaceful warrior. You find a little sparkle behind your eyes. Return to the warrior one. Warrior two. The truth is, I make mistakes sometimes. Bring your hands to your heart and return to goddess, and then I stand in my truth. Last time. Bring your hands to your hips, toes in, heels in, toes in, heels in, feet together. I am grounded. I am balanced. I stand in my truth. 2 more times. I am grounded. I am balanced. I stand in my truth. I am grounded. I am balanced. I stand in my truth. Step wide, your hands to your heart. Inhale deeply. Exhale, say one more time. Inhale and exhale. Say to yourself, self, I'm so proud of you for showing up today. You're a slightly different person than you were just 30 minutes ago. A little more balanced, a little more grounded. It was an honor and privilege to guide you through this series today. I hope you had a good time. And if you did have a positive experience, please come back again. Join me again. Let's do more of this together. Until next time, stay happy and healthy. Stay grounded and balanced.